Today we're going to build a mud kitchen in this backyard, and we're going to show you how to build a mud kitchen in your backyard or even on a balcony. Mud kitchens are wonderful play spaces where we bring the indoors outside, like maybe some pots and pans or some old furniture that you don't need anymore, and it doesn't matter if it gets rained and snowed on. Mud kitchens are wonderful for children because it gives them an opportunity to get away from the parent-teacher world. They can find solitary time and deep meditative play, and it can also be really social where they get all gooey and messy and get up to things with their friends. It also gives them a chance to get comfortable with being in the outdoors and with nature as they explore their inner nature through their play. So let's see what the Earth Play team is cooking up. So we chose this spot because the ground is level and we have these beautiful trees for shade and also for dappled light. And then in the fall they drop their leaves and it adds to the environment. We had this wall from this shed, which was great, but not enough enclosure, not enough intimacy. So we bought this lattice work, which is not very expensive, and put it up. And the advantage is that it also has holes in it and you can put hooks in there for hanging pots and pans. If you don't have a lattice work or you can't put one up, it doesn't matter. Just work with what you have and make sure to involve your children in coming up with solutions. Even potted plants on a balcony can create a sense of nature and enclosure and make the space magical for your child.
So now that we've moved the leaves away, we can see that the ground isn't perfectly level. And one of the things that we'll need to do is make sure that it's level so that things aren't possibly going to tip when we start building. I think that looks pretty good. Done.
Here is creating counter space. And what we like about cinder blocks or bricks is that you can change the counter as your children grow so that it's at the right height for them. Also, what we've done over here is have two different levels of counters, so different ages can mix together and feel comfortable in this space. And of course, what does all kitchen need? A kitchen sink.
So I've just drawn two holes here that are the right measurement for the bottom of our sink here for these two drains to fit into. I have two fit-all size plugs that I'm going to put in so that we can bring some water out. Fill one side with water and we can fill the other side with mud or sand. We were lucky enough to find the sink. If you don't have a sink to use, you can use a bowl or two. Trace around. Do your cutout. Cut it a bit smaller so the lip can fit. And there you have your sink.
And we know kids love to pretend, so we're going to put in a pretend cooktop. It doesn't have to be perfect and it doesn't have to look real. It's just the suggestion of it. We're going to use what we have once again. So using this lid, going to use it as a template to trace the burners. I'm simply using a Sharpie. If you have pieces of wood, you could also nail those in. And we're going to add some knobs for those elements. In this case, we're simply using old bottle caps. I'm going to nail them in so that the kids can turn them. And there you have it. We've provided the bare bones of the kitchen, and now it's time for the kids to have fun making it their own.
I'm done.
So when you're outfitting your kitchen, there's a few key items to remember that kids love to play with. Whether they are jelly molds, cake molds, cookie cutters to make fun sculptural shapes, some sort of item to crush things, mortar and pestle, whether it's stones or chalk, and then all of your natural ingredients, leaves, twigs, seeds, so that you can make all of your baked goods and potions.
So imagine your kids have been in school all day. They've been trying really hard to do what's expected of them and to listen to instructions. But now they get to come home to this.